So having the right mindset is all about believing what you can achieve. So believe that you can actually open up a trading account. They're very easy. We'll give you a list of trade like demo accounts or brokerages that you can choose from, and we'll show you how to do the correct homework, ask the right questions in how to open up a good trading account that suits you. So everyone will have a different, maybe different types of a trading account depending on what they're trading, depending on what they need, and we'll be covering more of that in the second part of this course. Trading is important, but having a strategy plan is the key to actually trading successfully. Without a plan, you've got no direction. Without a strategy, you've got no direction. All the big companies that start out small, they have a vision, they have the right strategy, and then they have the right people helping them execute it. So that's what you need to believe. You need to believe that you've got a strategy and you're going to follow it. Belief number 3, when I started trading, it was very overwhelming. Spent many hours learning many things, and as you learn more and more, you realize actually you don't need to learn as much as you've learned. You could have done with a lot less. So we're going to teach you to be efficient, lean and effective, and with efficiency and effectiveness, that will help you make more trades successfully. So what is trading? Well, trading is very simply put, buying and selling. I buy something for a cheap value and I sell it at a high value. That is the common conception of trading. Trading though has many areas. So you can buy houses, you can buy commodities, you can buy things that are related to commodities. So for example, gold, you don't buy gold physically, you can buy something that represents gold, and you can buy that and sell that on the open market. You can buy currencies, you can buy shares, and shares are buying a small ownership in a company, for example. You can buy government debt, which you buy at one price and it promises to pay you back money. So that's buying and selling. That's what trading's all about, in essence. Trading earns you money, and it only becomes easy money after you've learned how to trade and you learnt the tactics and strategies that we're going to teach you at Veritas Traders at Udemy. Okay. And it's very important that you understand that it only becomes easier with time, but it's easy if you follow the rules. If you follow what we do, and you dedicate yourself to this, it will be very easy to make money. Trading is exciting, and I say this all the time. The excitement is actually doing things differently and being successfully and not following what everyone else is doing. That's where the excitement really comes through. Knowing that when you start trading and you put your strategies together, you've prepared everything so well that when it works in your favour or it doesn't work in your favour, the excitement part is that you've done your homework, you've followed your plans, you've done the execution, you've learned everything you need to learn, and that's where trading becomes exciting. And it's exciting because you've got a purpose to follow, you've got an angle that you want to achieve, you want to do things in a particular way, and that's the exciting part, and trading allows you to do that if you follow the rules. Now, what I want to talk about is short trading and long trading. A lot of people would hear about short trading and long trading. I'm just going to introduce short trading to you briefly. Short trading is better explained with working examples, and actually I'm going to set this as a homework. So in the forum, when we set it up in Udemy, I would like you to go off and find some information about short trading and explain it to how you understand it to other users. And I want you to get used to actually communicating with other people about what you're learning and what you're learning and what you're trying to understand. So I'm just going to quickly show you. Short trading is when a trade is entered through selling. Financial benefits are achieved from a fall in price. So I enter an agreement and I only benefit when things go down. An investor will trade by selling his or their financial instrument, hoping that the price will go down, and when it goes down, they cash out and they pocket the difference. A long trade is the same thing, but everyone understands long trading, so we'll stick with long trading. A long trade is entered through buying a house, not a car, a house, a share, a property, and you wait for the price to go up. When the price goes up and you find someone else to sell to, you make money. You lose money in a long trade if you buy a house and it goes down in value and you have to sell. Or you buy a share, you have to sell. So if you bought it at 100p and it goes down to 50p, you sell out, you've lost half your money or half your investment on that trade. That's long trading, short trading. As we go through this course, we will be showing you various examples of a long trade and a short trade, how they work in different markets, how brokers set them up, how you interact with your broker for a short trade versus a long trade. All these things are covered in this course. So you're going to have a very comprehensive understanding of trading. Not just in terms of theory, but how it actually applies to the real world, dealing with brokers, how a broker sets up its short trade versus how it sets up its long trade, for example. Okay, understanding the trading cycle. Now, the trading cycle really is dependent on you implementing these 6 key modules. So purpose, before you start doing this, you need to have a reason why you're doing this. And that reason why has to be compelling, because you've got to commit yourself to it. And that purpose is very important. So are you doing this to make money? Are you doing this to work less? Are you doing it to maybe bump up your retirement fund? Are you doing this to help your kids through college and university? Are you a student and you want to supplement your income and learn how to trade, so when you start working you've got a side set up to make money whilst you're doing other things? Are you just someone that wants to learn about the financial markets because it has a big impact on your life? That's your purpose. Where we come in with everything else. So we help you build a trading strategy. And strategies are important for a successful trader, because if you don't have a strategy, you won't be able to trade successfully. It's like having a map. If you don't know where you're going, you're never going to arrive at your destination. And trading strategies are the key essence to this. You've got to know when you're going to enter a trade. You've got to know what you're trading, when to trade it, when not to trade it. And when you do trade it, how do you trade it? So those are your strategies. Now, once you've got your strategies, you need to learn about risk management and money control. So if you've got £1,000, if you go into a trade, do you risk 100%? Do you risk 90%? Do you risk 50%, 10%, 5%, 1%? That's your risk management. And that is coupled with your trading strategies. Okay? Now, with that, we then implement discipline. So you've got to be disciplined to follow your risk management and your trading strategies. Okay? Without those, you will be dead in the water quicker than you can say, oh my gosh, I've lost all my money. Those are the key points. These are the fundamentals that everyone learns. Then we've got to teach you frequency. And what I mean by frequency, and this is very important, we go by the less is more. Some of you might have heard of Pareto's law, or the law of diminishing returns, or law of the few, to be exact. And that's 20% of your efforts give you 80% of your success, or your results, or your outcomes. So what we're going to really teach you about is really focusing on those 20% of your trades. So in your strategies and risk management, you've got to identify your top 20% trades, and you've got to get rid of the remaining 80% and focus on those 20%. And with that, we'll teach you, we've got our top 20% trades. We teach you with the frequency, the concentration, and the discipline. And going forward, you learn, right, less is more. So you don't trade everything you see, you just trade what works. And that's your discipline with your risk management, with your strategies. And finally, communication. Now, what we've done at Veritas Traders before we put this on Udemy, we had a forum, we had live trading sessions, and we'll be bringing that to Udemy. So communication externally with us and internally with yourself is the key part to what your trading cycle. So there's a very good saying, what isn't measured becomes destructive. See, if you're not measuring what you're doing and you're not communicating what you're doing and you're not having this communication internally and externally, you won't have success. And the key point of all this should reinforce your purpose for why you're doing this, and this should reinforce everything else that you do. And that's going to be your trading cycle going forward.